Do guys really mean it when they say we are prettier without makeup? Depends on the person and the level of makeup and the skill with which it's applied. My daughter looks far better without as. At her current skill level, she looks like a literal clown. I had a flatmate who did her makeup goth style. Oh my god, she looked like an actual clown. Was so shocked by how beautiful she was when I first saw her without makeup. I think a lot of people mean the makeup is too heavy when they say that. That's definitely how my ex took it. She thought I was insulting her makeup abilities. She insisted men just prefer properly done natural look makeup. So I told her to get some photos of expertly done makeup and we'd do a double blind test, and when I still ended up preferring the photos without makeup, she said, well, you're just wrong then. I'll say yes, because you show us something you'd not show to a lot of people. Purely aesthetics, I'd say most prefer light makeup, at least the dudes I know and myself, but without it, a messy bun that shows something intimate, clothes. Trust is something truly beautiful, because you show us something you'd not show to a lot of people. You're right. And I'd like to add that no makeup confidence is also really attractive, at least to me. So am I the reason for no makeup is attractive? Yes, some women just have really pretty skin that's ruined by makeup. I agree tbh. But as someone who only wears eye/eyebrow makeup, I'm more curious about how you feel about the difference between no makeup and, for example, mascara and eyeliner. I'm a sucker for nicely done eye makeup. My wife looks better to me without makeup. Makeup is the mask she shows to the world. Her best external self. She really is a beautiful woman naturally. She's 58 now, and I have felt this way every day we have been together since we fell in love at 17. I still love her most without makeup. As someone whose relatively new marriage is rocky, I'd like to congratulate you on your years together. I'm beginning to understand just how much selflessness, devotion, and commitment that requires. Here's to many more, and I hope they are filled with joy for both of you. What we really mean is your fixation on vanity can sometimes be unattractive. Vanity is pretty unattractive. Confidence is pretty hot. Confidence doesn't show up overnight. Confidence is a result of processing internal and external feedback and weighing it according to what you think is important and what your environment tells you is important. And it's not a 0 to 1 thing. It's a sliding scale. If you only care about what others think of you, you're a spineless flormet. If you only care about what you think of you, you're nearly a sociopath. Most people will land somewhere in the middle. Building on that, if the main feedback women get from their surroundings is be pretty to earn your confidence, then that's what they are going to minimum maximum for. One person's vanity is the other person's standard. I actually can comment on this, since I know makeup really well. When you are wearing a small medium amount of natural makeup, like foundation, concealer, and eyeliner, I don't really think so. A lot of men are kind of oblivious to how this can remove dark circles and even out skin tone. But when you do a full face of caked on makeup that changes your skin texture and makes you look doll-like, is when it gets off-putting. That is not to say you should or shouldn't do makeup. I'll leave that to preference, since there can be an advantage to showing off your unmodified beauty, especially if you want people to know this early on. My lips can tell the difference when kissing my wife. That's ultimately what matters the most for me. I love covering her in kisses and not having to ruin her look or get gunky lips. Prettier in a certain way, yes. Like the way you don't pretend to be someone else / look differently, like with makeup, and you aren't afraid to show your true yourself to us. That doesn't mean we won't appreciate you in a makeup. It can be a welcoming change for a moment and remind us that you can look stunning in another way. It also can mean something in between the line, hey, I'm comfortable enough around you. No need to hide yourself behind makeup. Although also PLS don't do makeup, it doesn't look good on you / can't do it well. But that is rather rare. Sometimes, depend on the girl. I think most dudes don't know what 100% no makeup looks like. Usually they mean I don't like excessive makeup. They notice excessive makeup. They don't notice when you do minimal makeup to just look casual, not trying to stand out makeup. Then they'll also notice when you do actual no makeup and ask, are you sick? Yes, we do, because we haven't been looking at fashion and beauty stuff all our lives. I'm not trying to be condescending, but I think we really have more natural standards. Agreed. Also, it doesn't matter what you look like at no makeup. Get a guy who likes you without makeup. If you wanna look for a serious, no bullshit guy, set this as one of your standards. That means you wear too much. I think this might be more true than the comments are doing justice right now. It's not that it's a blanket statement out of context. If we tell a girl that she looks prettier without makeup, it's probably that she wears, in our opinion, too much, and we want to reassure her that she doesn't need it, or she's just plain bad at it. Like, no one's gonna tell a girl who only wears a bit of eyeliner that she looks better without it. What would be the point? Until you've been in a relationship, I think guys mean it, but they don't really know how much makeup even natural women wear. I remember the morning I realized it with my first long-term GF. I woke up and found her in the bathroom putting on makeup. I was blown away. I had no idea she was wearing makeup, because when we'd go out she'd put on more intricate makeup. But what I thought was her with no makeup was actually just really light makeup. So first, most men need to learn that. On the other side of that realization, I'd guess they're telling the truth if they say it. Depends on the amount of makeup and the person. I'd say more genuinely appealing than simply prettier. And what the top comment said, vanity. I've seen women who suddenly looked prettier than I remembered, and then I realized they weren't wearing any makeup. I'm definitely in the no makeup camp. It's kinda silly to me, altering your looks by applying stuff. Luckily my girlfriend wears none at all. I've seen her wear some makeup maybe twice in the 4 years since we've met, and she has no perfect skin, just regular human skin, imperfections and all, and she's beautiful. I often can't tell much of a difference. TBH. Honestly, most of us don't know what the hell is going on. Wife got hair done a different style and different color, and I had no clue. Thought it was always that way. I was wrong. Well, it depends, and varies from woman to woman. I personally am a big fan of using makeup to enhance your features, but overdoing it seems kinda cringe. Find a makeup style that works for you, and go for it. P.S. I as a guy have used makeup myself too at times, mostly to hide acne and scars back in the day, and I feel like it's an amazing thing to have to enhance your look. I'm glad you did. I like using concealer when I've had a spot that gave me hyperpigmentation. Sometimes you just need it to boost your confidence. Been married 28 years. Have had thousands of photos taken in that time, and every single one that is my husband's favorites are me W/O makeup. I wear makeup for me, not him. I feel better with it on. However, knowing he finds me gorgeous W/O it on boosts my confidence like no other. First, let me say that makeup applied well takes a great deal of attention to notice, but very few can apply makeup with that skill. For those that apply makeup well, but not to the above proficiency, have a sterile look. This is not bad by any means. It just means they all start looking very similar. As for those that don't apply makeup well, it can look very bad. Seeing a lady with no makeup on gives a distinct appearance that is authentic. For lack of a better word, the little flaws that makeup hides are not a turn-off. They are what make her appearance unique. Absolutely. I like my wife the most in the morning or right after the shower. No makeup. No fair styling. Full natural. I'm not gonna lie. Some women do look better with makeup. Generally, if I tell a woman she looks better with light no makeup on, then I do mean it. It depends on how good looking you are naturally, and how much makeup you use when you do use it. Some girls look great anyway, and many girls put a ludicrous amount of makeup on that makes them look clownish and unattractive. I'd say about 50% of women look better without makeup. Part of this is many women are terrible at choosing/applying makeup for their face, and another is too many women are doing too much with makeup. If I tell a woman she looks better without makeup, 100% of the time I mean it. I think it depends on the person. I moved to Austria and later to Germany and was surprised at how little to no makeup girls use here. I honestly prefer it that way. It just feels real. Probably. Most of the time. Yes. I don't recall ever telling somebody that though. I like well done makeup. Tots. Women trying to look pretty is for status with other women. You are all pretty to us. Find a solid man and don't give another F about your appearance. He will appreciate all of you for the rest of your life. I think guys is too big a group. I'm pretty sure that around half of us don't know what without makeup means. I had to get used to my now wife being without makeup, as she basically always has at least a little on when she goes outside. Yes, I truly believe if you can't accept and embrace your natural features, you can't be beautiful. In my eyes, perfection cannot be beautiful. Strict adherence to beauty standards / trends has the opposite effect on me. It screams of insecurity. I would pick the girl with a unique looking face, with freckles / moles / scars over any plastered masquerade Kim Kardashian copycat any day. Yeah. Even though some women look better with makeup, it's not the kind of thing you tell someone. My BF said I look really pretty with makeup, and when I'm like how to take that, he said it's like making something pretty even prettier. I'll take it. I mean, that's the goal. Yes, makeup makes you look cool, but I wanna see the real you. Light makeup is hot. Heavy makeup is not.